What's happening, my friends? It is Sunday night. Um, it is Sunday night, long night run, long day night, long day run night. And I am coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee at 8 o'clock. I am Mike, the co-host of Crushing Iron. We have recently, or Crushing Iron podcast, we've recently hit our 200th podcast. Please subscribe on iTunes. Check it out. Let us know what you think. 21 days out. You know what that is? That's 3 weeks, like from today. I will be in a world of hurt one way or another at this time in 3 weeks. And it's going to be because, well, it's a long day. We know it's a long day. I keep thinking about that. Every time I go out and work out, I keep trying to think about how long of a day it is and how incredibly important patience will be in this quest. So today was no different. Today was the big run, my longest run of the year in one time. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes of this damn thing. I got my Badger hat on. I'm back in after that big win at Iowa last night. Went on the road and sucked it up, hung in to the end, and pulled it out when they needed to. I always actually compare the Badgers to like Ironman. They play like they're racing an Ironman. They usually come out very slow, and they just slowly grind away. And by the end of the game, they usually turn the tables, and everyone. It's kind of like Coach Robbie always says, it's not who's the fastest, it's who slows down the least. And I feel like that's kind of how they play. And I kind of feel like Iowa plays that way too, but they, I don't know, they made a lot of mistakes, but I thought that quickly, and I'll get back into my run here in a second, but they're like 4th and 1 in the first quarter on the 4-yard line, and they went for it. I thought, that was like extremely opposite of what an Iowa team would do. They would just go get the points. And I kind of feel like it came to bite them in the end. But aside from that, anyway, so the long run was 2 hours and 20 minutes. It turned out to be 15 miles. And for those of you out there who worry that you're not running far enough in training or trying to run a long way all the time, again, that's the longest run I've had all year. That's the longest run I've had since Ironman Louisville last year. And before that race, I don't think I ran even this far. So this is a 15-mile run. Of course, it was on the heels of a 5-hour trainer ride yesterday, so it's that cumulative effect again. But the point is that I think that, I could see maybe running a little bit further, but like today, 15 miles will be my long run before a marathon in Ironman, and I've usually run about a 4:20 marathon. I mean, like, I am like, barring weird stuff, I mean, I'm very, very confident that I can run a 10-minute pace for a marathon right now. So to think that you have to run the distance, I think is a misnomer by a long shot. I think it's accumulated miles that's more important, because it's about a strength and holding on thing. It's not about your, you're not going to be breathing hard. So how strong are your legs, And I think the combination of the biking and the running over time builds that up. But there was a couple things I was thinking about on the run today. It was starting slow, and that sort of was the forecast for the run. It was kind of run out and easy for an hour and a half, and then slowly descend towards the end. And that's the hard part, right? Slowly picking it up an hour and a half in, and for the last 50 minutes or so to run increasingly faster. That sort of negative split mentality. It was a good experiment. I don't know how great I did with it, but it was sort of more about like what kind of effort you're given and getting used to that effort. And this was I got to say, it's very hard to replicate the feeling you're going to have on that second lap at Ironman. And today I got a little taste of it. Not a big taste, but just a little bit. And that's what I keep trying to think about and remind myself of how that's going to feel and what am I going to do about it, And one of the things, and part two of that is, man, I really come back to this relaxing part, the other day I was talking about how in the water I like to relax and how I'm trying to talk myself into being a swimmer, believe in it. And the same thing goes with running. Today I just was trying to be fluid. Like if I was falling apart, I didn't necessarily try to go harder or, just try to suck it up. I tried to relax and let it go, and I think that might be part of the answer, as hard as that might seem, because if you get in late in that race and you start dragging your feet and you kind of have a hard time picking it up, it's almost like you have to be like, all right, this isn't how you run. Need to run like you run, and then it becomes easier. But it's sort of like getting started again all the time. But there's like when you're running, I think most people will tend to, like, especially shorter distances, have longer strides. And in Ironman, you tend to do the shuffle a little bit more. But today I was like kind of thinking about how I would use that long running form feel and shorten it up. So not just like, shuffling my legs like this, but actually running, but shorter strides. And it seemed to have an effect. I think I like it. I think it's hilarious when like people come in here at the beginning and then I start like pouring my guts out and my soul and bearing my deepest confessions about running and things like that, and they just leave the room. It's hilarious. But I'm telling you, I was talking a lot about the 10:17 run, and that was running, trying to keep my pace at least at 10 minutes. And I was doing that for a long, long time, and it helped me like running. It helped me build strength, I think. And I'm starting to see some of that right now. I really do think that that's a big part of it. I was running more earlier and getting out there and putting in the mileage and not being crushed every time I ran. Going a little bit slower. Dude that just set that marathon record, right? Yeah, it's tough when I get leg swept on the rap video, I know. And that was more of my hurdling practice, but that's like, all right, bring back your run form. Right after that, I was running nice. I think it kind of woke me up a little bit. So I guess with 3 weeks left, this starts kind of what maybe a lot of us are going to start getting into our soft taper, the first week of not insanity, but there's still a little insanity. And this is the weird part. We talk about tapers and it's like, it's like everybody wants to, exhale, but I think these next 3 weeks are kind of make it break it weeks, I mean, not make it break it literally, but I think they can be, if you take them seriously and go about them smart, they can make a huge difference. And, of course, that's a lot of the recovery piece, but it's also not letting yourself kind of lose that sharpness. And I think that happens to a lot of people because it's so nice to get that last couple big things out of the way, and then you just sort of want to kick back and it's like it's so easy to not take a 40-minute run seriously, and it's like a strides run or some kind of a slow run, but I think those are good times to really be thinking about your form and thinking about stuff and keeping your muscle memory alive. Because I mean, I like to talk, and like I'm going to probably end up swimming more than I'm actually scheduled for over the next few weeks, because for me, it's about muscle memory in the pool. And I still haven't quite, like you can get on a bike and sort of remember that pretty quick, but in the water, it can fall apart in a hurry. So I'm going to, even if it's short swims, just to kind of feel the water, just to feel the water. The more you get in the water, the more you like the water, the more you're comfortable in the water. So that's sort of one of my things. And whether it be, I mean, I'm just going to follow the plan. The plan is, there's a lot of short effort kind of stuff that I want to nail. I want to keep it going, and I want to recover and stay sharp. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know where you're at, Wes. The hay's in the barn, and you're going to burn down Louisville. I saw that. That was funny. On October 14th, there's going to be a big fire downtown Louisville. Everybody's invited. Yeah. So, what else? Oh, this week, I guess we're going to Chattanooga. You know that. Excited about that. I've got a workout plan in mind. I'm gonna probably do the trainer at the hotel on Saturday, and then I'm gonna get up early, of course, and get everybody started and pumped up and watch the swim. And then when they go out on the bike, I'm gonna probably run on the run course for, I think it's an hour and a half maybe or something, and then wait for everybody to come back and run. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be out on the bike course. It's one of those things. It's a lot of effort to see a couple of people whiz by. I mean, I like to do it. I think it's great when you're really with somebody that's maybe the first time in it. Who knows? Who knows? We might get a peek of it. But anyway, it's Sunday night, and tomorrow back in the pool. And I gotta tell you, man, I felt pretty good after the run, but after I sat for a while, I've been kind of gimpy tonight. And it is probably 4 or 5 miles at least longer than I've run all summer or year. So it hit me a little, but I still feel pretty good. I took an Epsom salt bath. For you older people, you'll understand what that is. It's a magnesium injection, basically, through hot water and salt, through into your biggest organ, which is your skin. It helps keep flexibility around the joints. I don't know, I'm making that shit up now, but I do like how it feels. I used to do a lot of ice stuff, but it just seems like it might be working better for me to take these hot baths with Epsom salts in them. It could be psychological, who knows, but it's something's working. Something's feeling good. And yeah, who wants to get in ice? It's tough. It's a tough one. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep doing these every day, all the way up to the race. So I appreciate you coming in here and spending 13 minutes and 42 seconds with me. It's been great. And I hope you have a great night and a good week of, I'll talk to you tomorrow, And we have the podcast tomorrow. Episode number 201 is coming out. And I feel like Coach has got some things brewing after a big race weekend for a lot of our athletes. So there will be surely a good topic and surely a good discussion tomorrow. And after that, yes, I know you'll be here. You're here every night. It's awesome. And it's supposed to rain or thunderstorm. I was thinking about going to the lake tomorrow, because that's the other thing I want to start doing is get a few wetsuit swims in, just to feel it, just to get used to that smothering latex and be comfortable in it, and get out the lake and do a few long ones, or longish. That's I don't like to like I'm getting to the point where I don't like swimming is the one thing that can knock me down for some reason. If I go too hard, if I'm an all out like sprinter, I can't contain it sometimes. So it can really kind of throw me in a pickle. And well, any of that all out stuff. I did that FTP test about last week or whatever, and it kind of zapped me for a couple days, 2.5 days, maybe 3 days. Who knows? It was not a good feeling. So I'm really not into zone 5 or upper 4 or whatever the hell that zone stuff is right now. I'm just trying to start in 1 and 2 and get through 3 and maybe just inch my way into 4 for a little bit and keep it there. So you're on the trainer, right? Oh, you're on the trainer now. Why don't I? Okay. That's good. I'm glad I could help. Hopefully I can help you do that. Okay, so you're on the trainer. How does that feel? I put new tires on today, so I think I'm going to start riding outside for the next couple days. Just make sure everything's clicking and get off that trainer for a while because I know it's the greatest thing for you. I really do. I feel like it's helped even 3 days on it, but maybe I'll do 1 out and 1 in. I don't know. We'll see. John is in the house, man. Do I ever change shorts when transitioning from the bike to the run in a full? I don't. I just I put the kit on under my wetsuit and or I just put my kit on if it's not wetsuit, I swim in it maybe with a swim skin and then I pull the swim skin or wetsuit off and that's what I wear the rest of the day. I also train in it a lot. I always wear my tri shorts under like if I'm running, I'll just wear them under regular shorts, like basketball shorts training. And like today I wore my kit top because I wanted to just feel it. So I actually like how it feels. I haven't found a comfortable like running clothes setup. So, and plus it's just a lot easier for me just to blow out of there. And there's nothing better than running through downtown Louisville in spandex, really, if you think about it. You coming down Friday? Okay. I'll be there Thursday if you want to come in a day early, man. But yeah, I look forward to it. I hope you're staying at the hotel there, the chat or Holiday Inn, maybe. What's up, Darren? Halfway through walking the dog in Perth, Australia, having a coffee. World is a village. Yes, for sure. It's amazing. Can't make it Thursday? All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you Friday. That'll be awesome. Are you bringing down the company van? Are you flying in or what are you doing? Hello in Australia, buddy. How you doing tonight or to this morning, Darren? My dog is under the table right now. All right. Well, I'd love to hang, but I've kind of run out of things to say for now. But I appreciate you coming in, and we will catch you tomorrow. Is this a good time? Nighttime? Nighttime or morning time for you, Darren? All right. We'll just make it when we can make it. Thanks for coming in, and I will catch you tomorrow. Be good.